Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hogarth's Financial Astrology. All right, this is a quickie. Wasn't planning to do this, of course. I've got my Thursday fry up, which is happening on Hogarth's Global Astrology. Will actually be after this, ironically. Today's date, it is the 6th of March 2025. The time is 21:50 p.m. UK time. I would take my hat off, but I'm having a bad hair day today, so I'll try not to. I'll try not to disappear into the scenery too much. So this literally is a quickie. Why? We have to talk about the US economy. So most people will see this clip when I post it at the end of my Thursday fry up, which of course is my usual show, which is starting in an hour and 10 minutes from now. So, because of course I take people's questions, etc. I do a bit of tarot. I can talk a bit about the astrology and stuff there, but of course I can't go quite into the same level of detail that I normally would. I'm just putting my phone here on airplane mode. One of the things that we need to talk about is the US economy. Yeah, we need to talk about the US economy. This is epic. Yeah, this is epic. There's been obviously, Trump is going, Duck Orange is, going for all of his tariffs, all of that stuff. It's obviously backfiring spectacularly. Canada has just let rip. So there's a guy called Charlie Angus, who is an MP for Canada. And he said, we get the elbows out. He says, we are not bending the knee to America. We are sick and tired. I'm paraphrasing here. Sick and tired of being threatened. And we will not kiss the ring of the gangster. Oh, yeah. So as you guys know, I have been talking about the Great Awakening, this energy piling up, building up, and it's really starting to take shape. So what I want to share with you guys, I want to share with you the chart of the USA, which I know you guys have seen a lot. But here, obviously, on the financial astrology, I talk about financial impacts of things. So, of course, I have to talk about the US economy. So if I do share screen, let's do entire screen. Let's click on that. Let's do share. And I'm doing a live because I'm finding that the lives, until my internet speed increases, which should be soon, I find that it is, it's for some reason the internet is better when I do a live show. Yeah, it just seems to prefer that. All right, let's do that. I'm upgrading my internet, by the way, so I should be able to handle much more speeds, much more stuff. What am I doing? I've clicked on the run bloody place. All right, let's go back a stage. Where is it? Oh, 1 minute. I know why. Should be here. What on earth is going on? I cannot. Oh, this is ridiculous. Where is 1 minute. It's not this. Sorry, I can't find my usual. Where's my international charts? Oh, crumbs. It's just moved around. Let me just see here. 1 second. Let me close this down again and let's just see. Forgive me. Un momento. Let's do open. Here we are. New global. That's the one. That's the one. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't seeing it properly. Okay, let's go here. Country. Let's go USA. Declaration of Independence chart. All right. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope the sound is good, etc. Let me know if the sound is okay. Let me just dial in, just check. Let me just see here. What are you guys saying in the chat? Is the sound okay? Yeah, someone's saying Angus is pretty spicy. All right, so let's go back to what I was doing, and let's pull this down. Just so, in fact, let's just do full screen. There we go. All right. This is the chart of the USA. As you guys know, I've spoken about this chart a lot. I use the chart of 1776, 4th of July, 6:30 p.m. Philadelphia time. Yeah, this chart works incredibly well. As you guys know, I have been talking about what? The Great Awakening, or the Rude Awakening. Yeah, which of course is developing in front of our eyes right now. So now I've put in the date for the 29th of March. Yeah, this is when this Great Awakening is happening. Down here, you see where it says TR, that means transits. This means that there is a pileup of Saturn, Rahu, Venus retrograde, Neptune, Mercury retrograde, Sun, Moon, which is also going to be an eclipse, and Chiron all together in one house in the sign of Pisces, sidereally. America is a Sagittarius rising, which means if we count round from Sagittarius to Pisces, we get the fourth house. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I describe the fourth house as what? The seat of power. Many of you have been watching me, have been for a while. I've heard me talking for ages about this. I've been talking about this for a long time. Fourth house deals with our sense of security. It also deals with real estate, our sense of power, yeah, because it's where we feel stable. It is associated with the mother, yeah, the mother or motherhood, birthing things. It's also associated with real estate. And I said, look, as these energies pass, so I've been talking about this, since, oh God, when in last year? I can't even remember. Let's say October, but I think it was before that, 2024. And the fourth house deals with real estate, yeah, stuff like that. So there's going to be issues in the homeland. Fourth house is also homeland. There's going to be issues in the homeland of America, etc. As this energy was getting stronger from January, we saw what the fires in LA, yeah, with those, was it the winds that came down? I forget what they're called. Is it the San Antonio winds or something like that? Those winds came down, and then we saw a massive conflagration, one of the biggest fires of its sort, particularly in that neck of the woods for Los Angeles. And that was when there was a Pluto-Mars opposition happening in the sky at that time. That opposition will come back, by the way. It will come back because Mars has been going retrograde. It will come back again. In fact, let's do a bit of investigation. Let's do animated transits. And let's just see when, now here where it's got this number 1, this is where the planets are right now, down here. And let's go forward a few months to see when Mars goes back into sidereal Cancer, when it hits around about 8 degrees, 49 minutes, depending on what degree Pluto's in, we would have that same opposition again, which caused the fires. I don't want to spook everyone, but I'm giving you guys a heads up. Yeah, so let's go forward in the months. Let's just see when, all right, let's go back. It's like, oh God, this is going to be happening in the next few weeks. Let's see when Mars reaches that same degree as, there we go. Let's do hourly to see if I can give you the precise hour. Right. Okay. So here we are. So on the 20th, put this date in your diary, on the 27th of April, 2025, at 54 minutes past midnight UK time. So you take off the 5 hours for the United States. Yeah. So that is going to be let's call it 1 a.m. Yes. 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So around about 8 p.m. Eastern time on the 27th of April, 2025, Mars will be exactly opposite Mars again. Mars will be exactly opposite Pluto. Mars will be in sidereal sidereal Cancer. Pluto will be in sidereal Capricorn, which is, of course, the America's Pluto return, which happens once every 248 years for a country. Yeah. So every 250 years, yeah, you're in that ballpark. So this combination, when this combination happened, we had the fires soon afterwards. So I hope it doesn't mean more fires again, but it could just mean fire in the nation. People might be in a state of flame and anger and fury, which is understandable given what's been happening to the economy. Yeah. So if I just want to go back here, Let's go back to the main screen. I wasn't expecting to go in that direction, but that's live show for you. So all of this big pile up here is happening in the fourth house. Now, why did I say the seat of power? Because that's what the fourth house represents. It's like a throne. It's opposite the 10th house, which is our name and fame and career and our highest purpose, dharma. But the fourth house is our seat of power. What are we without a roof over our head? So this, of course, the seat of power can also be a reference to what? When we think of America, we think of the seat of power and a prime, very important piece of real estate, which has also got the word house in it. Yeah. This is also speaking about what? The White House. We all know who is in the White House right now, and we all know what happened last week with Zelensky. Yeah. And all of that stuff, and all these tariffs, the threats of tariffs and all that stuff. And this is what I really feel, I really have to say it now. What happened in that now, obviously you guys watching me, you would know this. Yeah, I'm sure you guys did the right thing in terms of the election, but things in the world are moving so quickly now. What happened in the White House and the way Zelensky was treated was a clarion call to the whole world, and everyone went, oh, yeah. Because for a leader, like if you've got to think about it in terms of if you're a leader, let alone a person, imagine if you're a leader of a country and you see another leader being treated like that, particularly a leader who is at war trying to defend his own country against an aggressor, irrespective of what people think of Zelensky. Oh, he's eating the money, his wife shops here and there and everywhere. Yes, you know, there are those things. But at the end of the day, Russia invaded Ukraine. Russia is the aggressor. And to have it flipped on its head, where he's being told that he started the war and being shouted at literally by J.D. Vance, who also insulted the rest of Europe, by the way, recently, and Trump, that for the world, that was the red line, yeah, the metaphorical red line. And then previously as well, the USA also voted with North Korea and Russia at the UN. Like, yeah. So what does that mean? It means what Duc Larange has done, he has abdicated that seat of power. Yeah, that seat of power for the USA standing in the world. And I know that sounds bleak and all that stuff, and it's not the most cheery message, but I did say, look, this combination would be intense. The last time I saw a combination like this was December 25th. Yeah. 2019, and I said this something epic is going to happen to the world. The world is going to be really weird. There's going to be some sort of virus in the world. I thought it was actually computer virus actually, but I said, well, something kind of match. Anyway, I thought it would be, or global internet goes down, something like that, but I said it's going to be global, all over the world, all at the same time. And that was and in fact, if I put here, yeah, if I put here, let's just do it now, December 25th. So we're going to put December 25th of December, just so you can see what I was looking at back in the summer of 2019. So let's do this. God, 2019. God, it feels like a century ago now. Let's do calculate. So, I mean, if you look at this, oh, look, it's not even as big. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, that was an alignment of 5 planets. Oh, actually, 6 if you count Ceres. Yeah. So Jupiter, Venus, K2, Saturn, Pluto, highly malefic combination, and Ceres. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you include Ceres. In this alignment coming up, if you include Chiron, it's 8. So that means whatever's coming is even more epic than basically 2020. And we all know what that was. Yeah. So we go back here. And again, this is not to kind of like spook people or whatever, but this is just to, get real. Yeah. Just, I think a lot of people are really appreciating, the honesty. Yeah, that's what I'm being told a lot. People are really appreciating, not that, people just appreciating me just being honest with people about the energy because we all see it. We all feel it, don't we? We all feel it. So if we go back here, 29th of March, 2025, yeah, so you can see here, Saturn, which deals with government, Rahu, which deals with technology, innovations, the exotic, but he also deals with liars, cheats, poison, scam artist, con artist, all of that stuff. Venus is here, retrograde. Venus is what? Planet of love, relationships, diplomacy, goods, services, wealth. And this is why this is the financial element as well. Venus is also a planet of wealth. She also has indications for the economy. Now, at the moment, she's technically exalted when she's in Pisces, but at the time of this, she's retrograde. And anytime a planet is retrograde, it means review, revise, reassess. So there's going to be what? A revision, a review around what? Wealth, the economy. What is it that we've been talking about? Billionaires and all of this stuff. Venus is actually a planet that deals with billionaires. So does Neptune, who's the higher octave of Venus. Venus is right next to Neptune. Rahu can deal with liars and cheats. Look what we're looking at. Oligarchy, Doge. Then, so we've got, Saturn, Rahu, Venus, Neptune. Mercury will also be retrograde. Mercury literally deals with currency. Yeah. The color associated with him is green. So literally Mercury is the greenback. The US dollar literally has the energetic imprint of Mercury. So we're going to see things with the economy. We're going to see things with the US dollar. How could it not be with this combination? Here is also sun and moon. So this is also an eclipse because they're together and they're here with Rahu. It is a partial solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse happens on March 14th, which is the Ides of March, when there's a big march planned for people to hopefully uprise and what have you. So you see how it's all building, building, building. And then here as well, you have Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. And I said in my earlier predictions, I said this combination is also going to have a lot to do with health and healing, overcoming obstacles. But the wounded, yeah, Chiron is the wounded healer. They're talking about cutting 880 billion from Medicaid. So again, I don't want people to be too spooked, but this is about preparation. This is about being ready, yeah, for epic. This is epic things coming, and it's unfolding. I knew it would be absolutely huge, but the detail comes as the alignment gets closer and closer and closer. Basically, China as well has basically said, we declare war on the United States in the sense of if they want it to be tariffs, if they want it to be rhetoric, if they want it to be literal war. Imagine that. That would have made global headlines a few years ago. China has said that, but then we had Trudeau giving Duck L'Orange a dressing down, saying, listen, we're not putting up with this. And now we've got Charlie Angus, who just he did everything except swear. You could feel how angry he was. The crown, yeah? When after that Zelensky, because, I have my dreams and stuff. When that thing happened with Zelensky, I was shown a crown that was above the United States circling, and then it moved over to Europe, which tells me that Europe is now the de facto leader of the free world, because that orange person, the orange asset, yeah, we know who that is, has basically abdicated that throne, that seat of power. Do you see what I mean? Of course, it's affecting the economy. This is absolute madness. Let me do stop share. Oh, crikey, there's a lot of you have come in. I didn't even see where you all piled in. Obviously, join me on Thursday Fry Up. That's where you're going to find me mainly, and that's where I'm going to be answering your questions, tarot, etc. All of this stuff. This is a quickie. Been going for 20 minutes now. Forgive the pace, the speed, but as you know, oh, Santa Ana wins. That's the one. Thank you so much, Elisa. Thank you. And Cheryl's saying that the sound is fine. Good. As you know, I get very passionate about these things, and I start to speed up. I start to go red. Mars in the first house, people. Debilitated, so it's a nice one, you know. Affects other things in life, but it's good. It's good for the person. Yeah, someone's saying here, juicy nuts. Juicy nuts. I see how you said written that now. More epic than 2020. Holy cow! Yes, more. Yeah. Because we're talking now about the seat of power, literally America's seat of power. And that seat of power has been compromised. Yeah. Oval Office is an extension of the Kremlin now. Everyone knows it. No one's going to put it that way internationally. You know, you're not going to have Sakir Starmer say that. You're not going to have Macron say that. No one from the EU is going to say that, be that explicit. Everyone gets it. This is why Europe, I did a video on Europe. I said, you know, Europe is going to have to increase its defense spending, etc. Literally half, like I went to bed and I woke up to the headline that Ursula von der Leyen has just announced that Europe is going to be spending 800 billion euro on rearmaments. Yeah, because they are what? They have decided, like, we have to be the defender of democracy. We're not going to abandon Ukraine. So do you see how it's all piling in together? This is powerful, powerful, powerful energy. CP says, I love your book, Hogarth. Thank you so much. You know what? It's going to be time for me to write a new one. I'm going to have to write a new one, folks. It's time. I'm being called. Oh, thank you, Elisa. Also, as well, just for everyone, just to give everyone a little bit of an overview. Look, I'm going to give a little quick kind of reading here for you. Depending which ascendant you are, yeah, you're going to be having this great awakening happen in certain signs. So I'm just going to point my finger to one of my sheets here so I can keep track. So this is super, 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 super quick. All right. If you are Aries rising sidereally, you have to look it up. Free Vedic chart calculator online. I'm supposed to have one on my website, but I've not been able to pull my finger out yet and bloody get one on there. So forgive me. That's something else I'll have to sort out. So if you are sidereal Aries rising, the Great Awakening is happening in your 12th house. Yeah, because it's Pisces. So that means what? That means endings and beginnings, beginnings and endings, long distance travel, the land of far, far away. This could also mean retirement and all of that kind of stuff. You're going to be wrapping things up. This, for people that are in spirit, that are helpful, especially people that watch this channel, of course, you're in that energy. This is also the Renaissance, yeah? Those that aligned with shadow, unfortunately, Saturn is going to be dishing out the beatings and the slaps. Yeah, it's begun already. He's the planet of reality. But for those that have courage, integrity, empathy, and are helping others or just not hurting people, it's going to be much better, much more like a Renaissance. Yeah. So even though the 12th house is endings, it's also beginnings. Big time to turn things around in your life. Yeah, that's for Aries rising. If you are Taurus rising, this Great Awakening will be happening in your 11th house. So this is about your networks, community, powerful and influential friends, that taking that more seriously, yeah, because Saturn's coming into that. This is time to reach out to people, build community, network, especially in these difficult times, potentially coming with the economy, yeah. Wish fulfillment and dreams. Some of you are going to be having some of your wishes fulfilled, but this is about networking, combining your forces with others. All right, Gemini rising. This will be happening in your 10th house. Let me just count. Yes, 10th house. Opportunities, a rejuvenation for career, for name and fame, stepping up to the plate, being seen, being out there, and trying to do the highest work and your dharma, not only for yourself, but for others. Yeah. Cancerians, Cancer rising, people like me. This is happening in the ninth house. Ninth house deals with education, travel, faraway lands, foreign languages. I'll probably have to finally learn Italian at last, or Spanish or something by the time this is done. Ninth house is also publishing, educating. Yeah. I will be starting some astrology courses soon. I know I've spoken about it for a while, but it is time. Saturn's going to be going into my ninth house on the 29th. I need to do it. So anyone who's Cancer rising, travel, adventure, foreign lands, education, either learning or teaching, publishing. Yeah. Leos, this is happening in the 8th house. Massive transformation, massive transformation. This can also deal with other people's money, economy, investments. But 8th house also deals with scandals and stuff like that. But it could mean that people get inheritance, or they get money from the government or the state, or they get a tax rebate. There could be that, or there could be things to do with tax. I know tax season is coming up in the United States, but the Leos will be having the most transformation in their life because this is happening in the 8th house. Yeah. And of course, we all know a certain Duck Larange is a Leo rising. All right, Virgo rising. You're getting this in the 7th house. So this is relationships, imports, exports. This is also dealing with other people, anyone that's not us, the marriage partner, or anyone we're in relationship with, but also our clients. So if you are a Virgo and you have clients of some kind, their lives are going to be changing a lot. Changes in their habits, etc. If you're in a relationship or partnership or business partnership, your business partner is going to change a lot. Your spouse is going to change a lot. Of course, if they're working with the light, it's going to be positive. Yeah. Upgrading. Let's go to Libra. If you are Libra, this is happening in your 6th house, which is health, routines, and overcoming obstacles. So this is the time to get your health problems fixed. If your health has got issues, if you need an operation getting done, get it done, out the way. This also deals with the digestion as well, food and diet. So start that fitness program, regime, food, diet, eat clean food. Saturn hates additives. Detests them. He likes whole foods. Yeah. He's not a big fan of sugar, but he doesn't mind jaggery and, honey, stuff like that. So this is a great time to look after your diet, look after your digestion, but it also means changes to your routines and habits and your changes in income, because the 6th house is the Arthur house, which also deals with income. Yeah. So you could get new opportunities, or your day job may be changing. Yeah. Scorpios. Lucky them, they're getting this in the 5th house, which is also a Dharma house. So it deals with creativity, children, giving consultation and advice to others. Yes, so this is opportunities to advise people, use your imagination, creativity, use your skills, get out there, maybe become self-employed. This is also a house of entrepreneurship, along with the 3rd house. 3rd and 5th also deal with entrepreneurship, also deals with mantras and intelligence and creativity and our brain babies. So start thinking about ideas of ways that you can change things up, make money, or advise people, help people. Yeah. All right. Let's go to Sagittarius. The Sagittarius rising people, your ascendant matches that of the United States. So this is going to be a huge impact for you as well. Many of you might be moving house, maybe even moving country. I'm not joking. Literally, you're going to be having Saturn in your 4th house for almost 3 years, 2.5/3 years. Whenever Saturn moves through the 4th house of real estate, depending on the person's dasha, it almost always means a move. I've been seeing this in my clients' charts. Many of my Sagittarius clients are coming to me now, and they're all getting Saturn on the doorstep of their 4th house, and they're all thinking of moving, either moving state or moving country. So big, big, big things for Sagittarius as well. Look after the heart chakra. This is about expanding out the heart chakra. The renaissance is happening here. So this is the time for big love, big universal love, to embrace everyone, every situation, be broad-minded, and go where your heart leads you. quite literally. Yeah. Sagittarius. Let's go to Capricorn. For Capricorn, this is happening in the third house. Third house deals with your skills. Yeah, skills. One of my clients who's Capricorn, she's going to be playing the piano for people at her nursing home, where she, well, it's not nursing home, it's sheltered housing, you know, for the elderly. You have a concierge, but basically you're all good. She's going to be using her music and piano skills. This is the time to learn new skills, learn new languages, learn new things, entrepreneurship and business. Yeah. For the Capricorns, maybe even starting a new business of some kind, but change. You're going to have to learn new skills. All right. Aquarius. For them, this is happening in the second house. The second house deals with money, finance, family, asset classes of all kinds. So the Aquarians, Aquarian rising, sidereally I'm talking about for all these ascendants, they're going to have the biggest changes in their finances. There could be some shocks, some surprises. I think a few of those Aquarians also had government jobs. Yeah, Saturn rules the sign of Aquarius along with Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of government. So they've had some shocks. Yeah, shocks. And Saturn is moving out of their first house. So they're like, whoa, yeah. But this is also the time as well to get creative. Think about your family, food as well. This will also do food provenance, maybe growing food. Maybe getting some chickens. Yeah, that's what they've been talking about now, isn't it? The price of eggs is so high. They're like, oh, maybe get some live chickens. Can you believe it? Finally, Pisces. Pisces of all the ascendants is going to have the biggest transformation of all. Yeah, of all. Because you guys are getting in the first house, in the body. This means complete renaissance and personal transformation, inventory, looking at everything in your life. Yeah, because you're going to have Saturn in your first house for like 2.5, almost 3 years. So this means what your values, what do you want to keep, what do you want to discard, how you're going to restructure your life, what do you want to do with your relationships, with your personal development. This is one of the most important times of personal growth and expansion, and putting everything in perspective, getting real. Yeah, because you got Saturn, the planet of reality, moving through. But you also have Pisces, the you also have Neptune, sorry, the co-ruler of Pisces in your first house at the same time. He's going to be there for 14 years. So you just, when it's kind of like, he spends 14 years in the sign, but it's like 13 or 12.5 years and loose change. Yeah, because he's moved, went in on 22nd of February 2023. We're now, that's 2 years have gone. Yeah, so he's got 12 years left. Yeah, in your first house. So Pisces may be feeling a bit confused, not sure what to do, because that whole Neptune is there. But also it's a chance for renaissance, to think outside of the box and to get disciplined and to embrace work. Yeah, work and focus. You guys are having the biggest change. I know I said that very quickly. Sorry, guys. I've got to get off this. Got to get off here now. And then do my Thursday Fry-Up, which is the show that I was planning to do, which I will do. Cheryl says, thank you for all your efforts on our behalf. You are appreciated. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Hi, Hogarth. Add everyone. And of course, please, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and press the bell notification to notify, to help support this channel. But that is giving you the idea of what is coming up. Duck L'Orange with his moves, unfortunately, he's doing stuff that is more likely than not to potentially cause a recession. I do not want a recession to happen in the United States. I want you to understand that. But with everything that he is doing, yeah, that's affecting things a lot. So mentally, prepare yourself, emotionally prepare yourself, financially prepare yourself as much as you can. You don't need to panic buy, but just discreetly. Yeah, get the rice in, get the dry beans in, because remember they keep for years and years. Make sure the mice don't get them if you have mice. But prepare. Don't panic, but prepare. Get your pasta in. Yeah, stuff that keeps for a long time. You know, some of you, you know, your little canned goods, some of your little things that you like. Maybe get some flour to just bake your own bread. You know, these little things that you don't have to go cray cray. But just be prepared because there's a lunatic loose, yeah, lunatic loose, who is supposed to be the leader of the free world, but his boss, yeah, is in another country. So this is about preparation, not panic. This is about being aware, like I said, where the transformation and changes are coming. Be with like-minded people, supportive people that get it. For those that aligned themselves with you know who, there's really not much that you can do for them. Yeah, many of you probably would have said your goodbyes already, but you know, if they see the light and you know they want to contribute to democracy or whatever, if they wake up, okay, maybe that's a maybe. Yeah, but I know a lot of people are just like, yeah. This, I think, is what a lot of psychics and stuff have been talking about. You know how they said that the consciousness would change, that it would split and separate. This is it. This is the separation of the waters. That's what I was showing. This is the separation of the waters, because anyone who is still supporting the orange one, they live in a different consciousness. They're in a different world, completely different world. Yeah. And people like us are still here. We're still sharing earth, but energetically, spiritually, we're in a completely different place, aren't we? Okay, so Alison's saying, hello, Zelensky is in a Netflix video, Servant of the People, where he plays a teacher who becomes president of Ukraine. Yes, he's an actor, believe it or not. He used to be a comedian, yeah? And then sometimes life imitates art, and fact is stranger than fiction. And just to finish here, old Silver is saying their critical thinking is broken. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was ever there really to start off with, unfortunately. But this is what, in terms of the consciousness, remember, Pluto's in sidereal Capricorn. I know I keep on banging on about it, but look, we can see it, yeah? Plutocracy, oligarchy in government. Naked, now it's obvious. But Pluto will always show as well where the lowest consciousness is. It shows where the most work has to be done for a nation or a person to advance to their higher eagle and then dove level. Yeah, because he's the it's like Pluto is like or Scorpio, which he co-rules, is the scorpion, the eagle, and the dove. Yeah, what's needing now is the eagle to rise out. But it also shows as well that there is, where the most work to be done is all this corporate greed. Yeah, a lot of this was also greed. Yeah, corruption of big companies corrupting government. This is why we're not seeing the reactions that we're supposed to see from certain people. Yeah, and certain Vaseline politicians, I refer to them. Yeah, certain Vaseline politicians, and not all of them are GOP either, by the way. Yeah, we've got some characters, some Democrats obviously trying to do the right thing, but it's strangely quiet, isn't it? We're not tumbleweed blowing around certain places. I don't know, maybe they've started to speak up. I don't want to kind of Democrat bash too much, but you know, we need to start looking at this thing as the whole round. The corporate world has infiltrated every layer of government, not just in the US, around the world, but in the US it's most explicit. And this is what the reality check now, where we can all see it, isn't it? We can all see it. And everyone's like, what's going on? Why is nobody doing anything? Yeah. So anyway, let me take a deep breath. So let me just read out Syria. So Zelensky is also a lawyer, so smart. Ronnie Santa Ana wins. Yep, someone mentioned that before. Thank you so much. How long will Pluto be in Capricorn? Do you really want the answer? You sure you want the answer? All right, 2040. Sorry, it doesn't mean it's going to be hell on earth, you know, until then. But we're in the crucial, yeah. When I look at the Dasha sequence of the United States, it's 2026, 2027 are the challenge. It's really more, 2026 is probably the most intense because that's when America is in its, what is it? Rahu Ketu Dasha, Rahu Ketu. And it's like things get flipped. Yeah. But from 2027, can't remember the dates now, you go into Rahu Venus, which is better. That's going to be more conciliatory. That's going to be more diplomacy. Remember, Venus is wealth, money, diplomacy. Rahu and Venus are best friends. This could be when America starts to recover. So hold on to your panties, hold on to your underwears, your smalls, your slacks, your whatever. Make sure you're strapped in, prepare, but join together with like-minded people. Do activism. Yeah, activism. Stand up. Remember to boycott as well. Boycott the billionaires. All of that. Oh God, that could probably get things demonetized. But mind you, this channel's not monetized yet anyway. So I can speak a bit more freely there. But remember that these do work. A certain demographic boycotted. What was it called? Oh, I can't remember. Target, wasn't it? And Target had to apologize because they got rid of all their DEI and all of that stuff. It works, folks. So remember, the power of the pocket is also with you. This is Hogarth's financial astrology. The power of the pocket of the purse strings is also with you. Tesla stock is starting to tank. People are voting with their feet, but voting with their pockets. People are even starting to vandalize the Tesla stuff now. Don't buy their stuff. Elon, don't buy his stuff. If you're on X, maybe leave. I can't tell you what to do, but you know what I mean. Anyway, deep breath. So someone's saying here, this is the equivalent to a corporate hostile takeover. Yes, because Pluto is in Capricorn, yeah? Corporate world, government, plutocracy, oligarchy, yeah? He's the planet of plutocracy, oligarchy. So we see the oligarchs, taking over the government, yeah? Let's just see here. DI is not banned in states or private industry, just federal government. Yes, but there was, someone was saying that Target changed their policies or something like that. And then a lot of people stopped shopping there, and apparently they've apologized. I think it was Target. Forgive me. I'm not an American. I can only keep up so far. I'm going to have to leave it there because I'm going to need to start my Thursday fry up, read through my questions. I hope you found that interesting. I will put this video on the end of my Thursday fry up once it's finished processing. So the Thursday fry up crowd can also see this. Thank you so much for joining me here. There's a lot of you here. This is like amazing. This channel's really small, but I mean, it's like 66 of you joined. I'm much appreciated. So I will tack this video on, but I wanted to give you guys the astrological financial breakdown because I can go into more detail about those things on this channel. Of course, on Thursday Fry Up, I'm going to be doing my tarot there as well. I'll be talking about this. I'm going to see now what questions I have because I've only got half an hour to get that ready. Thank you so much. And oh yes, also we're saying many companies are being pressured. And then Cheryl saying very interesting. And Denise, Denise, hello. Denise is saying thank you. Denise, you've probably left me a question, haven't you, from Hogarth's Global Astrology. I'm going to leave it there. Big love, everyone. Don't forget, of course, to share, like, and subscribe. Help this channel grow, and we can talk more about the financial things. I hope you like that little breakdown as well for each ascendant. Hope you found that useful. All right, you're going to see me on Thursday Fry Up soon. All right, big love. See you in less than half an hour on Hogarth's Global Astrology. But if you're watching this now, it's because you watched Hogarth's Global Astrology, and now this is Hogarth's Financial Astrology, yeah? With a different background. See you soon.